Welcome to YieldMax TV, and well, here is Jay Pestrichelli, or whatever his name is, and he kind of runs the YieldMax funds. And on the other side, you have this guy that calls himself the coach, also known as the Sweaty Pumpkin. Apparently, he's sleeping right now. All right, so look, there was this interview, they talked about me, and they always like to rephrase things wrong. For the new subscribers, look, I took a $150,000 loan. Right? Why? I could write a check and you'll get to know me for that. It's not risk money. Right? I want to see if I could do this with no money out of pocket. You know, I have a HELOC loan, a home equity loan at 9% that I never use. So I said, let me use it. You know, smart people, wealthy people use leverage. So phase one of leverage was taking that $150,000, writing a check. Phase two was sending it to Robinhood and fully utilizing margin and making it $300,000. And here's the irony. My interest costs have gone down, and when you factor it all in, it's going to pay roughly, even if the dividend drops, but let's call it $20,000 a month. I'll show you in a few days. And my interest costs are $1,981 a month, but it's taking in $20,000. Okay, now the idea is to take all that $20,000 every month, and instead of paying the $1,158 to the HELOC loan, I'll pay the whole $20,000. Can you imagine how fast? And oh, by the way, and I did a little tricky thing called core compounding, where I take money off the top, and on strong up days, I buy back in on low days, red days. It's amazing. I've done videos on that. So now I actually have more shares than I started with no money out of pocket. And I've opened a separate account, the first since March 1st. I made the first payment. I just sent $5,000 principal. Plus, oh, and the Robinhood is only 6.5 margin, 6.5%. They take that out. Okay, altogether my costs are $1,981. So I've accumulated money. It's $29,000. Actually, there's I think $31,000 in the account now. And in a few days, I'll get a $20,000 dividend. So I'll have a $50,000 chunk payment to make towards that $150,000. I'm not married to AMZ. It's not a long-term plan. And these guys brought me up. Everybody likes to hate. And yeah, they talked about me. And you know what he said? And this is all with YouTube fair use. Okay, I am just commenting. It's actually my own material, music in the background. So they did this interview, and of course Jay's going to say what he's legally bound to say. The typical stuff you read in a prospectus, nothing exciting. And this guy in the sweaty t-shirt who don't even care how he looks, you know, they have surgery for that where you can actually have a real chin. Okay, and they remove all of this and you look like a human being, but wake up, you're sleeping. Oh, anyway, they all talk about me in this field. I take risks, I told you that. I sat through the torture where they exactly said about me. I couldn't find it again, right? Maybe it's here, I don't know, right?
Because
horrible.
There's more juice in a 2-week option than a
yes,
not
so
saying don't
boring. All I
like
want
a
to
lot
know
of
is
risk there.
how much am I getting paid this month, and I'll know in a couple of days. So what this guy said, okay, to this guy is, this guy took his life savings and a home equity loan and put it all into AMZ. And of course he's going to talk about single stock risk and this and that, but I have a plan, an exit plan. This guy, I don't think he has a plan for anything. I'm going to give you an example of how ignorant I am and how this plan could never make sense, okay, by showing you a little bit of another YouTuber. Now, first I have to apologize for his voice. Very, very nasally. This whole space is filled with sweaty pumpkins, beta males, begging for likes, and then the insigs, the insignificants, like the young entrepreneur, okay, with his monotone voice, and I don't care, okay, and then you have citizen of the universe. His name is Cody, and that's what he says his name is. It's fine, whatever you want me to call you. I don't even want to call you. He has a very horrible nasally voice. You can imagine he sounds like he's 18, 17 maybe in his mom's basement. But he's got stuff to say about me too, and they're all incorrect, and I'm going to debunk it. So we're done here. Jay, I don't want to even interview you, bro. Thanks. Just pay me. All right? Just pay me. I know you love to talk about me, bro. It's like you're in love with me in some weird way. In your Discord and everything. I mean, I'm not that way. Okay? You know, maybe it's the thick glasses. I don't know. You look like you're burning ants, okay, in the sun. I don't know what's going on. Oh, the headphones. Jay's like, I hate these fucking interviews. I gotta talk to this dick again. He said nothing, an insect. Yeah, you gotta do it, Jay. You gotta do it. You got no choice, Jay. Oh, wait, it was 35 minutes and 52 seconds. Let's go find it. Okay, get ready. Here we go. Now, remember, all his money. You see, you got to watch how they exaggerate. And Jay's going to cover, Jay's got to say what he's got to say. But the sweaty necklace, turkey, pumpkin, watch this.
Capture. So I will leave it at that.
It's going to come in a couple seconds.
So I have to ask this one. What do you say to an investor that puts all their money in one YieldMax fund like AMZY, takes a home equity line of credit, and calls it free money, the dividends?
Yeah, as an advisor, that's not something I would advise. Right?
Of course. You can't advise that the way he termed it. All your life savings and a home equity loan. No. And of course, Jay's going to talk about single fund risk and all of that. But I have a plan and a strategy. And remember who you're talking to. I'm not the sweaty pumpkin, okay? I actually became massively successful that I could afford to have done this myself. But why tie up my own money? Why not make a great YouTube content showing that it can be done? And now there's small YouTube channels, even though I don't say follow me, with people doing this on their own, changing their lives and thanking me in the comments here, telling me how I opened their eyes to think about investing in a different way. Let's see what he has to say.
So look, because like you're taking all this Amazon risk, right? Forget about the distributions, right?
For me, I look at it very differently. It's a moment in time. I've calculated with ChatGPT that I only need like 2 quarters at this rate to pay it off. It's $150,000. The margin, don't forget about that. If you understand margin, you know that could be paid off any time. It could be held. You could hold it forever. As long as you're making $20,000 a month, why not pay $680 a month for the margin? It's crazy. They just lowered my margin again. So
you're taking Amazon risk, right? You put all your money into Amazon, take a loan against your house for more.
Look how that sounds. Look at his face, okay? A loan against all your money and a loan against your house. All right, I did not do that. I explained clearly. Now we're going to jump into the reality. What I'm doing is radical, okay? I got $300,000 in free money. Yeah, I wrote a check for it, all right? It cost me $19.81. At the last dividend, based on my total amount of shares now, $22,000, okay, I'll get about $20,000. My total cost will be $19.81, and that $18,000 will go towards paying the principal, okay? So I already withdrawn from this account, even though it's down today. I've already withdrawn about $35,000, okay, between RIP, and I made a $6,100 payment. I have about, I think it's $35,000 in the account now because I ripped off another $3,500 into a pump. So I have a $35,000 cushion. In a couple of days, I'm going to get a $20,000 dividend. Price is going to fluctuate up and down. My goal is pay it off. And then, yes, this becomes free money that will pay me this amount here, $20,000. Even if they cut it in half, who cares? All I'll have to pay is the $829 for the new margin cost. I thought it was $680. It's $829. So now let's get back to my crazy way of thinking. I don't dollar cost average, I chunk invest. Most people who dollar cost average have a long time horizon or really don't have enough money to substantially invest. Okay, I go in big and I go in hard with a specific target, not because I'm in love with it or want to marry it. Let me show you another thing. Everybody says the worst investment you can buy or invest in or lease, which is stupid, everybody says, is a new car, right? Let's use the Oracle new car example. I have to save Cody, Citizen of the Universe, for another video or it'll be too long, but he is another schmuck We'll get to him shortly. Subscribe to this channel. When I get 10,000, I will open a private elite Discord for my subscribers. We have 3,500 now. We're on our way. I'm going to shock the both of them. Are you ready? So now you understand my plan and everything else. All right? And I can tell you a doctor to go to, bro. Or at least shave, wash your face, do something. Get those sweat cloths. Okay? Go upstairs. Get one of your mom's maxi pads and just dab your face, your forehead, under your eyes a little bit. Or use some soap, bro. Stop talking about me. You're making me, think you're weird. Just stay in your lane. Little, what do you drive? I don't even know. What's the average person drive? A Corolla? This popular car, right? I don't know. What are car payments nowadays? Let me take you to crazy thinking. My channel is about strategies. Okay? Look at this car in Evansville, Indiana. A 2020, almost 5-year-old Lamborghini for $305,000. Forget if you wanted to make payments on that. You don't buy a car like this unless you're stupid or a rapper, okay, or maybe a pro basketball player or something. You don't buy a car like this by lease or finance or nothing. You have to be able to write a check. Is this a good financial investment? Let's check the facts and let's see how crazy I am. All right? You want to see? I'll take you. I've had a bunch of Lamborghinis, and by the way, that one is mine. Yeah, I sold it in December. You've seen the live from the Lambos and all the videos and everything, okay? Now that car, when I bought it, and believe me, I'll tell you right now, they didn't make a lot of money on it. If they get that 305, they don't have a lot of markup in there. So I drove that car. I just sold it in December. I drove that car for 4 years. Okay? A Lamborghini, brand new. Love that sound of money. Lamborghini, brand new. Okay? You know what that car cost? The same car. I checked the VIN number. I couldn't believe it wound up. When it was brand new, people, it was $316,000. Of course, you have plus tax like any other new car. It's $305 right now, almost 5 years later. You want to talk about depreciation? Was that a good investment for me? Let me ask you, stupids, why do you think I bought 5 of them? Why do you think I have Lotuses? Why do you think I buy exotic cars? This is a great way to drive a vehicle and own it. It's liquid. You can sell it at any time. So I sold mine, and apparently now a dealer is stuck with it in Indiana. It was $316 new. What's that depreciation? Why don't we ask somebody who knows? Let's go to Slut GTP. Okay? So I asked her. Sure, on average, a new car depreciates approximately 15 to 20% in its first year. That's your Corolla, your Honda, your BMW, your Mercedes, your Lexus, anything you want. 10 to 15% each year after that. Ask Jay Pestrichelli about this, or Pestrichelli, or Sweaty Pumpkin. Over 4 years, this typically results in a 40 to 50% loss in your piece of shit car. Your Tesla's even worse. Yeah, because they keep lowering the price, so they just destroy you. See, when you buy a Lamborghini, it's like buying art. In comparison, your car's depreciation of 3.48% over 4 years, I gave her my numbers, is significantly lower than the average new car depreciation. Now get this. Everybody in the comments, tell me your car payment. I didn't have a car payment because I wrote a check, okay? And I'm not bragging or anything. I've worked really hard to get here. I'm not a coach, a financial coach. I don't dollar cost average. I don't reinvest. I have a strategy. This channel's about strategies. That's why right now, subscribe and tell me you did in the comments. Just say subscribed. All right. So I'm like, you know, let's say what would my car payment have been if I took my depreciation over 4 years and divided it out, right? My car payment would have been $229 a month. Okay? Sadly, okay, I sold it. I sold it in December. Now you know about Lamborghini. Now you know what it was new, okay? And let me tell you, what do you think? They're going to negotiate with you? What do you think? What do you think? This is at the Civic dealer? They're going to tell you to get lost. They're going to be like, get out of here. And they will hold this car until they get every dollar for it. Because you can't get them. Supply and demand. Now, am I that stupid? You really think I'm that stupid? Oh, Jay, it's not even towards you. It's towards the pumpkin. He even named this channel something so stupid you can't even find it. Because it's his fucking initials. What does he think? He's Trump? Well, let me tell you. Beat this. So you're all in shock, right? You're ready for the jaw dropper. Why would I sell one of my favorite Lamborghinis? Well, I'll tell you why. Oh, and by the way, I margin my funds. I own my Lambos. How's that? It's like lease your relationship and own your cars. How was that, Coach? Did you all just learn about depreciation? Go back and rewatch the numbers. Now let me take you. The best I could do was get on the list. And yes, the Oracle has been assigned. A new era. The Oracle has gone electrified. Are you ready? He unveils the ultimate cash flow machine. We will be doing live from the Lambo once again. Sacrifice, dedication, work, non-stop perseverance, soap and skincare products, risk and reward. The risk appetite of a gambler, fortitude of a soldier, the vision of a visionary. Welcome to the new world.